right, man. Let's talk about it, man. So it seems like Jaron Ennis is moving up in weight. Like I said before, a lot of people saying before his last fight that it seemed like, he was, dry at the weight. Not too long ago, he said he didn't have no problem making the weight. Remember, he was saying that the rehydration clause was holding him back. He didn't have it for the last fight. Now he won't have it moving forward as long as he held the IBF and the WBA together. But now, when the TO fight come up, he wanted to move up. And like I said, anything off script for Jaron Ennis, I'm just catching. Anything that's not on script, whether it's Virgil Ortiz, whether it's Teofimo Lopez, he don't want to fight him. That means that he need to be match made perfectly. And I'm telling y'all, when you a fighter the way he fight, you taking challengers how you taking them. But when you got to be match made meticulously or in a certain type order, that let me know right then and there he not that good. He not that good. They only gonna match make him against certain fighters. Now, if it stands as I ain't fighting T.O. because he a racist, then I stand on that. I cool. I can't hate on that. But Yokohama, Japan, I don't know why it's coming from Japan, but hey, Jaron Ennis is considering a move up to junior middleweight despite a lucrative offer to fight Teofimo Lopez. Now, this is the second time he turned down the career high payday. Virgil Ortiz and Teofimo Lopez. So, he said, I think the big question is whether Boots stays at 47. Honest to Hearn told boxing scene. The owner's performance was great, kind of a medical stats weren't as great, but it's difficult because I think Bill feels like he's going to perform much better at 54. The reason that he wanted to stay there originally is to unify, and now he's done it. It's a tough division. We like Teofimo Lopez fight, but I think if he stays at 47, he'll fight Teofimo Lopez. And if he doesn't, obviously you'll see him move up to 54. Brian Norman fight coming up in July in Japan, and Barrios fighting Pacquiao unification aren't really there. So my whole thing is he would have killed himself to make weight. He would have made weight, had Norman or Barrios have been available, and his whole goal wasn't to unify. His whole goal was to be undisputed. So if they was available for undisputed, you would have fought them. But let's keep it real. You get more money to fight T.O. than you get for Norman and Barrios, and probably damn near combined, to be honest. See, that's what I be telling y'all, man. This nigga only wanted to go undisputed because he knew he would beat Norman and he knew he would beat Barrios. Now with T.O., that ain't somebody that it ain't nobody that's on their matchmaking radar. T.O. is better than Barrios, and T.O., historically, or at least resume-wise, is better than brother Norman. Norman only 22, 23 years old. That's why I be telling y'all, man, I've been around the sport so long, bro. Dog, I know it. I know the sport like the back of my hand. I know when these niggas playing games. I know when they playing games. I know when they playing games, bro. They don't believe in this talent, bro. I'm telling you right now, all that shit they saying, they don't believe it. They don't believe it. They don't believe it. They don't believe it, bro. I'm telling y'all, when they start, when the matchmaking, when they start getting matchmaking against guys they can't control or they forced to fight, that's what you seeing. Now, that's what you seeing with Karen Turkachin. They didn't control their destiny there. When they couldn't control their destiny, that's what you got. When they control their destiny, they can fight a Vila and they can fight guys that look like guys that stay in front of him like Steonis. People say, Steonis a 50-50 fight. I mean, bro, do y'all know boxing? If you can push Boots backwards or you can box and maneuver with Boots, he gonna struggle, bro. He gonna struggle. And watch, it ain't like he gonna go to 54 and fight a killer. Niggas gonna, he gonna be taken care of. They're not gonna go for Mazaliev. We know that they're not gonna go for Mazaliev. They're not gonna go. They're probably gonna try to get a vacant WBA belt. I'm telling y'all what they going for. They're gonna try to go for the vacant WBA belt, or they're gonna try to go for that belt with Xander Zayas. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. I'm here to tell y'all the truth, man. I've been around boxing long enough. I've been around the world, and I've been playing. I see the play, bro. This dude ain't what they say he is, bro. They ain't what they say he is. And I know it's hard for some people to comprehend that, what I'm saying, and I get it. I know I come off as a hater. I got something against him. I don't. I just call him how I see him, G. I just call him how I'm seeing it. There's no disrespect. I mean, I know they're going to take it as disrespect. I know what it's going to be taken as. Oh, man, then CJ hating, and I'm not hating, bro. I don't have nothing against the guy. Met his daddy in Detroit. Daddy was good. Gave me a couple seconds. You know what I'm saying? I had no issue with him. But I got to call it how I see him, bro. He said it's probably not as bad as a Karen fight, but I think a lot of people pointed out during the week how tight he looks at the weight. He said it was like he was a dead man on the scale for standards, not at all, but it's a massive ask for him to keep repeating, bringing himself down to 47. He said, quote, and this is Eddie Hearn, continue, it's not just can you make the weight, it's can you make the weight and perform at your best. And I think he feels even in stay on this fight that he wasn't at his best, most powerful version of himself, which is quite bizarre because I thought he was unbelievable. But this is what you're going to get from him at 54 in those weights. We're just going to get someone with a lot more power, even though he's got it at 47. So that's my thing. They were saying that they had no problem making welterweight. You know, that's what they were saying. They had no problem making welterweight. I don't get what the 411 is now. What's the issue now? The issue now is that Teofimo Lopez wasn't on their radar. I'm telling y'all what the focus is. T.O. wasn't on their radar. I'll tell you exactly what it is. T.O. wasn't on their radar. So they like, man, we don't know if we can beat this dude. I'm telling y'all what it is. So I just be knowing, man, like, and it hurt. It hurt. It hurt, man, because the competition in sports is gone. The competition in sports is gone. They don't compete on the same level no more, bro. A lot of these people, they just want to get their money and go home. And I can't be mad at it, bro. But damn, you know what I'm saying? When your target fan base, you know, when your target fan base is is a paying one. It's hard, bro. It's hard, but it's boxing. It's boxing. So I don't want no excuses. We'll see. But I'm telling you, he not going to fight Mazaliev. Then it's gonna be talking about the money ain't there. But the crazy thing about Mazaliev is Turkey Al-Sheikh putting that money up behind him. That's the crazy thing. Turkey Al-Sheikh putting money behind him. He gonna try to go for the WBA vacant title, or fight that Yonanis Tellis guy for the vacant title, or he gonna try to go for Xander Zayas. I'm telling y'all what it is. I'm telling you exactly what the game is. They don't build killers no more. It's over with in boxing. Everybody business, man. Everybody should have Keyshawn Davis named the businessman. They don't build you know. Everybody worried and watch, and all these niggas gonna end up broke. Mark my words. If Holyfield was made around $500 million in his career, Real talk. Tyson made $1 billion and blew it. Like, come on, these niggas ain't even made 10 million, 20 million, 30 million, 40 million, 50 million. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. But you know what? It is what it is. One day people look back at these videos, they still up and or remember what I said, and they gonna think I'm a prophet. It ain't nothing about being a prophet, and ain't nothing about predicting the future. This is the writing on the wall, nigga, like the Gucci albums. The writing is on the wall. So thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and the subscribe button. It's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live with our video. Hit the link tree. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. I appreciate y'all for blessing me with y'all ears and y'all attention. Peace.